The death of Brian Thompson, CEO of United Healthcare, sent shockwaves through the nation. Thompson, a titan in the healthcare industry, was found dead in his Manhattan apartment on December 4, 2024. The cause of death, a single gunshot wound to the head. The initial shock quickly gave way to a wave of fear and uncertainty, particularly within corporate America. Who would commit such a brazen act, and why? Was this a targeted attack or a random act of violence? The New York Police Department launched a full-scale investigation determined to bring the perpetrator to justice. The investigation quickly focused on finding a suspect captured on surveillance footage fleeing Thompson's apartment building shortly after the estimated time of death. The grainy images showed a young man, face obscured by a hoodie, sprinting away from the scene. This image, circulated widely by the media, would become a key piece in the puzzle. Days turned into a week with no apparent leads. The pressure mounted as the public demanded answers. Speculation ran rampant, with theories ranging from disgruntled employees to a targeted hit. The lack of information only fueled the rumor mill, leaving many to wonder if the perpetrator would ever be caught. Then, on December 9th, a break in the case. A McDonald's employee in Altoona, Pennsylvania, over 200 miles from the crime scene, recognized the man from the surveillance images. He was acting suspiciously, according to the employee, and seemed nervous. The employee, recalling the widespread media coverage, contacted the local police. The call proved to be the turning point in the investigation. Acting on the tip, Altoona police apprehended the suspect without incident at a nearby motel. The suspect was identified as Luigi Mangione, a 26-year-old with no prior criminal record. The arrest sent shockwaves through the nation, not only for the swift apprehension of a suspect, but also for the suspect's unexpected profile. Mangione, a graduate of the prestigious University of Pennsylvania, came from a seemingly privileged background. His family had ties to the healthcare industry, with his cousins serving as a Maryland state delegate. Upon his arrest, Mangione was found to be in possession of several incriminating items. A loaded ghost gun, a firearm often assembled from parts and lacking a serial number, was discovered in his backpack. Even more alarming, the firearm was equipped with a suppressor, indicating a premeditated act intended to silence the gunshot. Further solidifying the evidence against Mangione, authorities discovered multiple fake IDs in his possession, suggesting an attempt to conceal his identity while on the run. Adding another layer to the mystery, investigators found a significant amount of cash, $8,000. This discovery raised further questions about Mangione's motives and whether he had planned to flee the country. The most chilling piece of evidence, however, was a handwritten document found in Mangione's motel room. This two-page manifesto, filled with rambling diatribes against corporate greed and social injustice, painted a disturbing picture of Mangione's state of mind. The document contained chilling phrases such as, "These parasites had it coming, and I do apologize for any strife and trauma, but it had to be done." The discovery of this manifesto, coupled with Mangione's seemingly deliberate actions, pointed towards a premeditated act driven by a deep-seated anger towards corporations and their leaders. This revelation shifted the focus of the investigation from a random act of violence to a potentially calculated attack motivated by ideological extremism. Luigi Mangione's background presented a stark contrast to the image of a cold-blooded killer. A graduate of the prestigious Gilman School in Baltimore, Mangione excelled academically, graduating as valedictorian of his class in 2016. He then went on to the Ivy League, attending the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned degrees in computer science and mathematics in 2020. His academic achievements painted a picture of a bright young man with a promising future. However, a deeper dive into Mangione's digital footprint revealed a more troubled side. A Goodreads profile, believed to belong to Mangione, showed a recent review of the Unabomber's manifesto, a chilling echo of the document found in his possession. The review, posted just weeks before the murder, praised the Unabomber's anti-technology ideology, raising red flags about Mangione's state of mind. Mangione's family, described as devastated and completely blindsided by the news, maintained their son's innocence. They claimed that Luigi had been struggling with mental health issues in recent years, but never exhibited any signs of violence. They pointed to his academic achievements and lack of criminal history as evidence that he was incapable of such a heinous act. However, investigators remained focused on the evidence, which painted a different picture. While the investigation is ongoing, the recovered manifesto suggests a possible motive anti-corporate sentiment. The document reportedly mentions United Health Group, the company Thompson led, as one of the largest companies by market capitalization, though it does not specifically name Thompson. Law enforcement sources believe this indicates Mangione's anger was directed towards the corporate world in general, with Thompson potentially becoming a symbolic target of that rage. In a statement released shortly after Mangione's arrest, United Health Group expressed relief, stating, "We are grateful for the swift action of law enforcement in apprehending the suspect in the tragic death of our CEO, Brian Thompson. We hope this arrest brings some measure of comfort to all those impacted by this senseless act." Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, praising the McDonald's employee who provided the crucial tip, stated, "Luigi Mangione is no hero. He's a cold-blooded killer who thought he could escape justice. Thanks to the courage of a vigilant citizen, he was wrong." The NYPD, utilizing extensive resources including drones, K9 units, and even scuba divers to search for evidence, followed up on hundreds of tips from the public. While a partial fingerprint and DNA evidence collected at the crime scene did not initially return any matches in law enforcement databases, it is believed this evidence ultimately played a role in confirming Mangione's identity. Mangione appeared in a Pennsylvania court on December 9, 2024, where he was ordered held without bail. His next court appearance is scheduled for December 23rd in Pennsylvania, pending an expected warrant from New York. He has not yet entered a plea. Social media platforms, including Meta and YouTube, have taken action in the wake of the arrest, removing Mangione's accounts and content. The murder of Brian Thompson has sent shockwaves through corporate America, raising concerns about executive security and the potential for ideologically motivated violence. While the investigation continues, the case serves as a stark reminder of the complex challenges facing society and the potential for extremism to manifest in unpredictable and devastating ways.